Welcome to Bards and Nobles.
In the morning!
In the morning.
Bards
Man,
Nobles in
that
the
week went by
morning.
fast.
Yeah.
Same clothes. It's been rough, guys.
This is episode 5 of our Shadow of the Pit Lords campaign during our Bards and Brunch special. If you're listening to this is pre-recorded. I guess they all are. Anyways.
Unless you're watching on the stream, in which case
That's true. You know what? It's a muddy, nebulous thing. I am Brian, the Game Master. And I'm joined by...
Aaron Williams playing Daggerclaw.
Andrew Danon playing Wraith.
Anthony Boyd playing Eberron.
Charles Nelson playing Necros.
Ralph!
Trey O'Neill playing a changeling that currently looks like Ebb.
Okay, and who's going to recap for us?
Do it. So, I've kind of forgotten what happened last week. It's been so long since we played. But I'll do my best. So, I believe we were on the...
It feels so
we were
real.
on the road to the Twin Nest. And on the way, we went to the Vermilion Rose. And we met some artist dude who looked like Danny DeVito. And he was requesting our help to finish his art piece. And we said, sure. And then Eberron said, nah. And ain't nobody got time for that. So, unfortunately, we left him with an incomplete piece of art and a song that will never be heard. And we continued on.
Outside.
And then when we got, met some ruffians in the street, and we wisely, made it through safely and didn't get anyone killed.
Kowtowed to their demands.
So,
Sometimes wisdom and cowardice feel the same.
I mean, bravery and stupidity might also align at times.
Truly, such great philosophers we are.
Man, we get deep in the morning, guys.
Hey.
You better believe it.
And so we made it through those ruffians all the way to the Twin Nest, where we met an 8-foot-tall insect lady who carried Eberron off to the top of the nest inside of an elevator, leaving everyone else behind. And that is where we're at.
We also forgot. Ralph made a lifelong
Ralph enchanted
That was an important point.
a stink rat.
A long
stink
rat.
rat or something like that.
Two-brat.
What is his name, Ralph?
Ooh, dang.
He hasn't named it yet. He's gonna snap it.
No, I'm working on it. No, we're lifelong friends. Friends don't snap each other's necks, okay?
Yeah, that's
That owl you summoned best.
His name is Rolf.
Roll. Actually, you know what? I like that name. His name shall be Rolf.
All right. And Brian, set the scene.
All right. We're still with the insect lady. I think the other 4 of you have gotten on the chair at this point. Eberron has disembarked at the top, and the chair has come back down. The other 4 of you are being raised up.
Eberron has disembarked the tower.
As you get to the top, it opens up into just like this open archway. That's the plateau itself had these tall, thick walls that kind of kept the wind away, and the buildings themselves are these like absurdly angled buildings on the edge of the walls, and they're they look like they're built out of like rocky outcroppings. Like these plateaus, contrary to their name, aren't just flat on top. They're actually like it's kind of a rocky, multi-leveled thing. So these buildings are just kind of built at extreme angles out of these outcroppings, and there's a main road that kind of leads into this hive of busyness, and just there's lots of people walking around. In fact, there is actually one of the first things you see that draws your eyes and ears and just your senses in general is there looks to be a group of like blue and silver robed what look like missionaries. They all have the same outfit. They all have a bald cut, and they're just like annoyingly calling out to everyone in the name of a god named Talos. They're like, praise Talos, praise him. Have you heard the thunderous word of our Lord? And they're just like calling out to people. Eberron, as the group gets there, where's Eberron at? Like, what are you doing? Did you wait for them? Have you left them? What are you doing?
I did wait for them.
Okay.
And as I was waiting for them at the top, I did move the hiding place of the ring that I have. It is now in an inside shirt pocket, like close to my chest.
Ralph, don't listen.
Got it.
But then I'm just sitting there, just taking it in, just waiting for them to catch up to me.
Okay. So yeah, you guys get up there and you see Eberron. Obviously, he waited for you, and you see the sights and the sounds of this busy little city, the section of the city, and the smell is like this weird, sweet, scented decay. So there's some death smells, but like as if it was packaged and like it's
Gotcha.
fresh. It's
There's
this weird,
dead.
yeah. It's this weird mix.
There's some
of
sickly
smells.
sweet.
rotting corpse
Yeah.
candles over there that are burning.
Like it's like rotting honeysuckle.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. And yeah, and for the most part, it's mostly like these burrows built high on these like rocky ruins and outcroppings of stone. So what are you guys doing?
I'm starting to look around. I know the fight is going tonight, so I assume there's like going to be some like posters, some signage, some adverts. I'm looking around for anything that might have an address of like the arena he's going to be fighting in. If there's like a home, like fighting out of this home gym, and then I'm assuming this gym is in like the Twin Nest. So I'm trying to.
Yeah, so you do see some wall scrolls and stuff plastered to some of the buildings, and it says Conga versus Death Fist, and it's got this. You see the pictures drawn, and on Conga, it just looks like this massive blue like gorilla type demon, and it's like fists are crunching into the ground, and you're not sure if this artwork is like exaggerated or what, but it looks very like powerful and imposing. And Death Fist, on the other hand, is this like one-horned demon that has one arm is cartoonishly bigger than the other one, and he's like holding his fist up, and they're both like that typical like boxer like artwork or whatever, and it says fighting at the flesh market. Unfortunately, that's all it says at it. It's just tonight, the flesh market, at Conga versus Death Fist. Not a whole lot of room. There's not a whole lot of print production going on in this world, so couldn't fit very much on
Conga's home address is.
I was no one docs this guy yet. I just take that poster and I roll it up.
Okay.
Be a nice keepsake.
As you do that, you grab it off the wall. Two of the loud, boisterous, pushy missionaries kind of approaches you guys, and they're like, "Have you heard of the word of our Lord Talos?" And they're like, "Praise Talos!" And then they're like clinking what's it called? These metal bells. and they're just like super loud and in your face about it. And there's like, you sir, what? And like he points at let's go with Necros. He points at you, Necros, and he's like, you sir, what do you think happens when you're signed into the dead book? Have you ever thought about it?
I haven't. Tell me what happens.
I'm ready for conversion.
What are you selling? Because I'm buying.
He says, perfect. I smell a new believer in our midst. And then like as he starts talking, two more walk up and they're like, well, Talos is the bravest and most destructive of all the gods, and he rewards those who engage in battle valiantly and bravely, and who fill the world with his destruction.
I was like, take your mind maggot beliefs elsewhere.
Oh, strong words from a green skin like you. What's he says, and you, sir, what do you believe?
I say, yeah, our warrior doesn't believe in bravery or destruction.
We don't have time for devotions to such causes as this.
Oh, you think the destroyer would reward a filch like you, anyways?
Were he a real person, I'm not even sure he would.
Perhaps one day you shall meet him and see how real he is.
Yeah, maybe.
And then they kind of move away from you because they obviously see that you're not going to get anywhere. But they kind of move back to Necros and also Ralph, just because he looks a little similar to Necros as far as like not being fleshy. And how about you? How do you feel about the Storm Lord?
I'm just interested to hear a good story. Tell me about his exploits, please.
Also, tell us who does he support in the upcoming boxing match?
Oh, you know what? That's a great question. Yeah, you know what? I have the same question.
He says, "Oh, the Stormlord has no stake in petty false quabbles as this. He believes in real war, real pain and suffering, real destruction. This is but a circus act, a farce." And he says, "There's no room for entertainers and circus performers in Fury's heart."
Would you say your lord is on the edge?
Of
the
what?
edge of the precipice.
Everything.
The edge lord. The edge lord. I tell him your lord's a little too edgy for me, and this death and destruction sounds like complete horseshit. And you know what? You can enjoy it. Bye bye. And I leave.
Who's do all of you kind of just disengage from them?
Yeah.
Well, whoever the last one in the group is, one of the missionaries just like he hands you a scroll and it's like wrapped up in this leather binding that's like it's just like an eye patch, and he's just like, who's the last one in this group?
I'll take it.
Oh.
Wait, do I see that?
I start fighting over it.
It should be Necros, I think.
I'm last.
Yes.
If they're giving away free stuff, Ebron will turn around and ask for
It's
more.
like, do y'all disengage from them? Yeah, we walk away. Well, he gives you something. I go back.
I never said I disengaged.
I never said that.
I put on a hat to make another circle.
I literally change my form and go back.
Well,
Bunch
they
of
hand out two like scrolls and that are wrapped up in leather bindings, and it's like a little like freebie like handout mission thing.
I got a track. Give me a track.
Yeah.
No, the actual leather binding, as you take it off, it's just an eye patch. It's a leather eye patch.
That's pretty cool.
Oh.
And then the scroll itself just has like a prayer to Talos, and like it mentions a lot of stuff about like storms and destruction and rebellion and things like that.
It's like getting one of those $1,000 bills with Jesus on it.
Yeah.
But it comes with a complimentary eye patch because an eye patch is the symbol of Talos here.
Mm.
I put on the eye patch and then I wink at them, but they can't see it. And then
Makes sense.
Wait, so who all got the eye patch?
There's only 2.
Who got it?
me and
Necros.
Necros?
Necros, yeah.
Even though,
Wraith.
yeah, Wraith, yeah. I was gonna say, even though Andrew
Okay,
said,
fine.
I get it.
Andrew was hawking
I said it
at
first, but no one paid attention. But okay.
Both, yeah.
There's
both.
2 of them. You can have one too.
All right.
Jane. I don't care. It was gonna be more of a like I just take it from them so they'll stop talking to us and we can go on our way. I mean, anybody else can have it.
I
I
tell
don't give a shit.
Necros, don't buy into that. It'll turn you into a alright, just a zealot of no reason.
Yeah,
And
I'm just trying
I-
to get off this planet.
I answer and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with having beliefs as long as your beliefs don't suck. That's my perspective.
I don't think
As he says with the sewer rat around his neck.
That's now a scarf.
I've lost my body of flesh and blood, and I own a rat now.
I tell Ralph it's like I think it's impossible to avoid having beliefs.
You're right.
I don't believe you.
I believe you're wrong, sir.
I start trying to look around, like, to look and see if anyone looks like a sports fan. Like someone's in a tracksuit wearing a jersey. Like, I don't know.
There's a guy walking around with boxing gloves, punching in the air.
Is there like a Buffalo Wild Wings? Like, where are the sports people at?
There's no Buffalo Wild Wings.
There is a Bison Wild.
You guys, nearby there is a tavern, and it's midday, so it's got a nice open porch that people are like drinking and kind of like jeering and laughing and whatever, and it's just called the Snoring Jackal.
It's a good place.
Enter the Snoring Jackal, and I just annoying, and I walk around to everyone asking if they know where I can find Conga. I just walk up, I'm polite, but I'm like, it's one of those things where it's like, why is this person at my table?
Sure, you go around annoying people. Eventually, you land on someone who gives you the time of day, and
That's
it's-
not what we were asking for, but okay.
'Tis 10.
It's go the fuck away o'clock.
He's like, well, if you're looking for Conga, he lives up here in the nest, but I think he's on the other one. I think he's on the what's it called? Where am I at?
South Nest.
Oh, he's on the plateau of time.
We were on the plateau of space. Damn it.
No, close. This one's the plague. Are you guys cagers? You don't seem like it.
No, we're from the Wheel of Gold.
But you were born in the Wheel of Gold?
We have traveled from the Wheel of
No,
Gold.
we just
What's a cager?
We're all new. We're all new to the city, and we're just trying to make.
Right.
You know,
Okay. Yeah. A cager. He's born here in Pitt.
No, we're not.
No.
We're not cagers.
Oh. Okay. That's nice. It's always good to see new faces.
You guys have a term for
I'm
people
sorry.
who just appear here?
Yeah. Some people are born here. A lot of people just find their way here and, never make it out. And then you hear someone at another table who relivs his drink. He's like, I'm one of those. And he just...
Nice. So how do we get to this plane of... What did you call it? The Plateau of Time.
This here's the... this here's the
Plateau
Plateau of Plague.
Okay.
You're on the wrong plateau.
How would we cross to the other plateau?
Oh, you just take the graves. That'll take you right across to the other plateau.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
What direction should we head to get to these graves?
Well, I mean, the graves is a bridge, but he's like, well, I'm inside. I'm not really sure where, but I think it's that away. And I mean, like, on the outside, you can literally see, because of the curvature of the city, you can see what direction the other plateau is in.
You keep asking questions, I'll send you to the graves.
I tell him thank you, and if I could, I would buy him a drink, but I have no money, which is why I'm doing this job. And then I continue on.
Money? We had money. Do you guys need some money?
We sure do.
He's like, well, it sounds like you're doing a job. Who? And then he kind of gets a little quieter. He's like, who are you guys working for?
Unimportant. What's your job?
It's like, well, I mean, I don't know what kind of. Are you guys talkers? Are you cutters? Are you sleep men? What do you do?
Whatever you need doing.
What is it? We're not affiliated, I think was the term.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Yeah, you guys are fresh.
Probably should have given that up, but okay.
Well, if you like work and like money and like to drink, you should
I like two of those things.
meet me tonight at the you said the market. You're familiar with the market?
Yeah.
Yeah, meet me in the Market of Gold. We'll say on let's see. Or the Wheel of Gold. We'll say at Third Circle.
What is this time?
I might have some work for you.
Where's that in relation to Bearded Princess?
Oh, it's you know how Bearded Princess is on Sixth Circle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a couple streets over.
Okay.
It's that street.
What was your name?
Nice.
My name is Karis.
Hey, Karis, I'm Eberron. Pleasure to meet you.
Same.
You're one of the few nice people I've met, and I like that.
He says, sure. And then he takes a sip.
I'm making a note.
That was so realistic.
Yeah, so immersive.
He's like, I love canny folk like you lot.
All right.
All right, guys. I'm ready to talk to this boxer and then go help this freaking artist. So let's roll, boys.
All right.
Yeah.
So we thank Karis for his time and his information, and then we head out to the graves to cross over to the Plateau of Time.
Sure. You head on over, and the graves. It's just a rickety bridge that literally crosses from one plateau to the other. So there's like a 60-foot drop to the city beneath. You know what? Not even the city. Between these plateaus, you know how like when I had described when you look up, you saw a void. Not that there is sky, but that there's a void.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath the bridge is a very similar void. Like it literally just dissipates into nothing. And so the bridge itself, it doesn't look very well maintained, and it's just a wood plank bridge that crosses from one of the plateaus to the other.
I think there's a reason they call this bridge the Graves.
So I'm going to go ahead. How are you guys crossing this thing?
Carefully.
One at a time.
Safely, Brian. We cross it safely.
Okay. I mean,
We cross
it's probably
it successfully.
It's probably about 50 yards across, and some of the planks are missing, and it kind of sways in the wind, and every step is kind of rickety. So you said you guys are going one at a time?
Yeah, I would say go one at a time. I feel like the heaviest of us should go first, and I look at Daggerclaw, just to test the stability of the bridge.
I just look at him, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was told to guide you. You guys are all together, so I'll go first.
Alrighty.
Do you take his dagger from him before he goes? No, I'm just kidding.
Whose dagger am I taking?
No, I mean, like, do they take your dagger?
No.
I don't have a dagger.
Gotcha.
Before we cross, I turn to Daggerclaw and I ask him if he still has his iron weapon on him.
Yes.
May I see it?
I expose it.
Oh God!
You exposed your rod.
Yeah.
You asked for this tray.
It's just
And I-
like
and I-
something out of his pocket.
And I touch that rod.
You grasp it firmly at the base.
I just boop it.
Do you transform into it?
No, I switch back into my branchy form. I start just sort of examining it, and as we wait for this bridge crossing to occur,
I start nimbly walking across the bridge.
All right.
I walk across with confidence. This city seems well built. It's fine.
Give me a will challenge roll.
Damn it.
Will he make it?
Shouldn't have said willfully.
I mean,
Bridge is powered
very,
by confidence.
It's very high up, and you know
Ooh,
what? I
13.
like that, Charles. Yeah, as you confidently step out, it's, even though it was like rickety and flowing in the wind, with each step, it actually feels really solid. It's like it does the opposite of what you think it should do, as far as like swaying or creaking more. It feels like walking on stone. And you walk across. I mean, you just stride across, and you guys watch as Eberyn just like in his not nonchalant, but almost like peppy step, and his like unerring confidence, he just like makes his way across the bridge.
All right.
Nice.
I'll go next.
All right, and like how does that like boost your confidence? Are you still wary of this
I know
thing?
that I weigh more than Eberyn, so I have confidence in the bridge, but I proceed with some caution.
Gotcha. Give me a will challenge roll with a single boon.
Yeah.
So you guys are all just watching with bated breath as now the large, thick Daggerclaw begins to maneuver across the bridge.
Oops.
Aaron missed the tray.
There we go.
womp womp.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
16.
What'd you roll? Nice, yeah. Yeah, and you guys, the same thing. It's like, oh, yeah, this bridge looks a lot, or this bridge feels a lot steadier than it looks.
Sweet.
And unless anyone's doing anything different, I assume you all cross the bridge at this point.
Oh yeah, after seeing
Yeah.
both of them cross, this
Yeah.
is totally fine.
Totally safe.
I crossed the bridge. My furry friend is Rolf. My furry friend is a little scared, but I reassure
Make
him
him roll,
that it's going to be
Brian.
okay. And
Nice. It's like shaking while on you.
yeah, Yeah, and I'm like, it's okay, buddy. And we're
Make
like,
Rolf
crossing.
roll. Make him roll.
He jumps off in a sphere.
Wait. Okay. So I want you to go ahead and roll for Rolf.
Okay.
This is going to be. We'll just use your stats. We'll do a will challenge roll.
His fear is bringing you down.
No boons
Like,
or boons this one because they'll cancel out. Yeah.
He's
No
whispering
boons?
in your ear.
Okay.
No
I don't know
boons.
about this man.
No.
What'd you roll?
7.
Okay. What order were you in? Were you last? Or
I guess.
What do you guys think? What order is he in?
He's in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just put him in the
Nice.
middle.
As Ralph is making his way across, the were-rat freaks out and scatters on top of his head, and it's like crawling, and it's wrapped itself around your eyes, and it won't let go. And immediately, like, as you can't see anymore, you grab onto the sides of the rope, and the rope or the bridge itself begins to waver and starts starts to sway. And the wood beneath you kind of creaks a little bit. And you guys all see this. You see Rolf freak out and clamber all over him, which causes Ralph to like stop on the bridge.
And
I'm trying to calm down my furry friend. I'm like, furry friend, it's okay. It's okay. It's going to be all right. And I'm trying my best to calm him down.
All right. Anybody else? What are you guys doing?
I'll just be behind Ralph, and I just put my hand on Ralph's back. I'm like, it's fine. You just keep going straight. It's your friend will be fine after we get across the bridge here. There's nothing to worry about.
So what
It's all
do you?
good.
So what do you do, Ralph? Like you take your hand off the rope to like comfort him, or what? What do you?
Yeah, I take my hand off one of the ropes to comfort him a little bit, down and calm him down a little bit.
Okay.
And that was his downfall.
Give me another will challenge roll for Rolf.
Okay.
And then we'll get a boon between the two of you, like calming him down. Because this will be you calming him down, or he freaks out more and does something erratic next.
Like jump off.
I'm across the bridge already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just checking while these shenanigans are happening.
I did all right. 18.
Nice. Yeah, you're able to calm him down. He relaxes his grip, which was like disproportionate to how small he is as a rat, or as a were-rat or fair rat.
Hey.
And the two of you make it across safely, and the rest of you make it across as well. This side on the plateau of time is it's not as smelly on this side. This side has a more static scent of calm, and the wind kind of howls here a little more so than over at the Plateau of Plague. There's less people, but this seems a lot more like a residential area, and just the way these buildings, it's like a weird fancy favela feel to it, where it's like, even though they're on top of each other and kind of built into these rocky outcroppings, it's like nice quality and like, well made, and kind of a little bit of just a little bit of panache to the architecture.
Panache.
What do you guys
By the
do?
way, when I get to the other side, I'm trying to build up Rolf's self-esteem, and I'm showing him what he just accomplished. I'm not sure if he fully gets this, but this is what I'm doing.
You grab him and turn to the bridge, and he's just like,
He's like, please God, no.
Kill me.
Not
No.
again. Not again.
Are you
What do you guys-
holding him up like Simba?
Ralph is like, you don't have to worry about this anymore, little buddy. He just snaps his neck.
Only
You'll
dreams
probably wait
now.
at least another episode to do that.
His record's like 3 seconds, so
As soon as Rolf is no longer useful.
Oh.
or actually it's when he finds a better pet. That's when it happens.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
Rolf, you've been replaced. Meet new Rolf.
Upgrade. Ralph 2. Snap.
When he thinks the pet can't do something that the pet can obviously do, he's just dumb and doesn't realize it.
I need a night animal, not an owl.
Oh man, that's so good. Anyway, moving on. Well, yeah, we should set out and try to find Conga. You should be somewhere.
In this area, there's like I said, it's more residential. So there's like people going on about doing like household type chores in the street. There's like kids at play. They're playing. There's these group of kids that you come across that are playing this game where they're like only using their feet and they're kicking what looks like a head, and bouncing it back and forth between each other until one does like this jack shot style backflip and kicks it into a hoop that's hanging above the street. And the kids cheer and stuff.
Nice.
Cool.
So what are you guys doing here to find Conga?
I look to see if there's a directory board.
You are
a directory board. Yeah.
How do they know?
And then you look for like the names and it tells you like what apartment they're in.
Sure.
Like an office building.
Oh yeah, it's got the buzzers.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, this fancy favela does not have one of those.
Not very fancy, then is it, Brian?
This is the least fancy.
He must be interested.
I asked one of the people in the street if there's any like fan meetup for Conga. We just want to get his autograph and talk to him and stuff.
He says, well, who do you approach, I guess, first? This will decide on what kind of info you get. Between these two, it's one person who is kind of like an older man. He's got a gray beard with a blue streak in it. He's wearing like a pointed hat. And then there's like just some other people. Like there's will look like a bunch of ladies just on the side washing stuff in a basin of like red water.
Question.
What's up?
The man that you just described, his pointed hat, is it Star Spangled?
It is, yeah.
How about that?
I approach the ladies doing chores.
Sure.
They seem a lot more innocent, so to speak. So my story of being a fan might go over easier with them.
Dang.
Okay. You go over there and you ask them about it, or about Conga, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he well, you missed. He just came through here. He does his ritual run before every fight, and a lot of the kids and a lot of the other fans, they kind of run alongside him. I don't know if he's finished yet." And then they're all like taking turns. There's 3 of them, and they're doing like the 3 fates shtick where they take turns with sentences. And they're like, "Well, he just passed through here. I know he starts over on Cacophony, hits up Street of Lang, and then I think he takes the road through Scribe Lane, and then probably goes back to Cacophony."
Okay, so if we go to Cacophony, we could maybe catch up with him.
Potentially, but I mean, it's a busy day for him, so I'd be quick about it.
Oh.
And she says, "Bless you. In the name of Talos."
Sounds like Emperor just died.
Have you heard about Talos, by the way? He's a new god that
we just show the little
about.
Pamphlet with the eye patch around it. We're like, "Yep, we got it."
I have, as I'm wearing the eye patch.
Hey, and then one of the ladies, she's like, "Oh, me too," and she points at her eye patch, and then she jumps up to give you like dap or something.
Wait, she gives me drugs? Oh.
No, like she comes up to dap you. Like, okay, guys. God,
Yeah.
so-
I accept her.
You mean
I
like a
accept,
high five?
I accept
I
her
was-
dap.
I was expecting something from Charles, but come on, man. Nothing.
Oh, I thought that was directed at Trey.
No, I'm messing. That's fine. So yeah,
Why
they
was it directed
basically
at Charles?
It was incorrectly directed at Trey.
yeah, they tell you basically his route is he starts over on Cacophony, goes to Street of Lane, goes to Scribe Lane, and ends back on Cacophony. And these are all just street names in this area.
All right. Well, thanks for the info. And-
I look for like some street signs like where we're at currently, just so I know like where we started.
Okay, right now you guys are on pins and needles.
Makes sense.
But what street?
What?
The sign, just hand painted, says pins and needles on it.
Thank you.
One word.
Okay, that makes sense. Because is it camel cased?
It's kebab cased.
Wow, okay.
Sweet.
All right. Well, we should probably start where he's going to end and then work backward from there, right?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
An astute
Let's
observation.
head to Cacophony.
Okay, you guys make your way, and like this, the streets here, like it's a little quieter and it's a little more, it's a little comfier than like the plague area where it was like lots of sound and lots of people yelling and like the missionaries and things like that. And it takes a little bit to get there, but you find this street called Cacophony, and on this is a row of tall, almost condo-like buildings. And they're like mostly we'll go with pastels. They're pastel colored, and it's like offset by this like these sharp black wrought iron fixtures and things like that. But as you round the street, you kind of wait for a few minutes. It's kind of quiet, and then you see it coming around the corner at the end of the street. You see this big plodding blue gorilla-like figure who's like, he's probably about tall, but his massive Popeye-like fists almost like if he wanted to, they would drag on the ground if he were just running or if he were just walking. But right now he's like in a full jog and he's got the towel around his neck. And behind him and kind of around him, there's a group of probably 30 or so people, just all smiles and laughter, and they're like jogging alongside him, like very, very Muhammad Ali like with this fan base around him, and he just jogs through.
If there's like a set of like elaborate stairs somewhere,
Uh-huh.
I go wait for him there because I assume that's where he's going to end his run. That's where he ends his run.
No, there's no big set of stairs here.
I nudge Necros next to me, and I'm like, I state the obvious. I'm like, guys, I think this is our dude.
Yeah, and I start to whisper to the group. I'm like, this is a big motherfucker. How are we gonna convince him to throw a fight?
I joined the crowd running behind him.
Well, he hasn't come up to where you guys like. You guys are.
Oh.
Let's say you're on one end of Cacophony, and they just came onto the street from like the far end. So we'll say it's like 3 or 4 blocks down. Like you just see this group.
I feel like they'll just get here, in a few minutes. We can just wait.
Yeah, we could come up with our plan, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's simple. We talk to him. We tell him it's in his best interest to throw this fight, and he'll be well taken care of because of it. And then we slide him that ring.
We need to
As a
make sure
down
that
payment.
the message is coming
What
from...
is our plan B?
Yeah, he seems like one of those pride over money kind of guys. So
You know what? I say we just...
like he said, plan B. What's plan B?
I say we just deliver the message and say, hey, message from Dude Man. He says it'd
yes.
be good for you to throw this fight, and if you don't, that's on you. We're just delivering the message. So
Do we give up that information, like who it's from?
I would.
Mm.
It's not my problem. They didn't say not to.
I think we might have to establish authority in this.
I don't
conversation.
know about you guys, but I would prefer to not get squashed by those giant hams he's got on his arms.
Yeah, I think
you
as just
guys-
randos, we would get squished, but we have to have some point of authority. And so, yeah.
As you guys are talking, it looks like he has stopped running, and everyone's just kind of gathered around him, and people are panting and breathing heavy, and he kind of addresses people, and he's like shaking hands and like giving hugs and stuff. But they stop outside of like a rather tall purple building with like with a really fancy like lantern post out in front of it, and the number, or not the number, but there's a symbol on the door that just has a fancy squiggly K on it, or not door, above the door, so it's like which building it is. But he stops and he's just addressing people, and it looks like he's probably going to wrap up soon and head inside.
And then I look and real quickly I say, if all else fails, we kill him. Jane takes his
Whoa.
shape, and then she joins the fight, and then she takes the fall.
I don't think I know you well enough for you to make that suggestion.
How
I'm not
forward
sure.
you,
I'm not
man.
sure we can kill him.
And then I look at everybody. I'm like, guys, I'm just here to make sure if any of you guys get critically wounded, I can help you recover. So that's my job, guys. All right.
Great.
Let's
Now
go.
we have 2 non-combatants. Duly noted. All right, a solid plan. Like, let's call it Plan G. There, Ed.
I
We'll
said
figure out-
last ditch.
All right.
Well, I start walking towards like the building where he's stopped in front of and about
Also-
to go in.
Also, I'm pretty sure I can't take his form. Is he a size above 1?
He definitely looks like above a size 1.
All right. Yeah.
Eb does not
wait,
know
like,
that.
He's husky.
I was like, I don't think I can pull that off.
Could he take a smaller version of that form?
I don't. I'm gonna say I don't
A
think
lot
so.
of work for this fight.
Cut way down.
He's trying to be nimble.
No, I can't take the form of anything that's above size 1.
I don't know that.
I explain it to you in detail. I've tried; it doesn't work.
So if we were assigned a number to how big most people are,
Yeah. Look, if it's bigger than much bigger than this, I can't be it. So
Oh well, then we just hope that we can just bribe him.
All right. Let's get to the bribing.
so yeah, at this point it looks like he's waving at people and like kind of heading back into the building. And he heads inside, and the door is like, it's a size 1 door, so he has to he literally scrapes, for some reason it's like scrapes through and squeezes in to the house. And the crowd doesn't immediately dissipate, but people are hanging out, still catching their breath and talking. And then 2 orc-like people, we'll say they're gray orcs, kind of just take up posts outside the building. And they're both armored and like with this like spiky red armor, and they just kind of like stand outside, and one has they both have a sword at their hip.
Details.
And this is
Alright,
built in. This is built in favela style. Like there's not like a
Yes.
back. There's not.
I
like a
mean, there
side
might
entrance.
be, but like, not you. It's going to be really hard to access from right here.
Is
What are
there
you guys
like
doing?
Is there like an alley, like a couple of houses, like our way?
I start whispering. I start whispering to the group, and I'm like, guys, we should have just helped out the artist. This was really a poor choice, y'all. Just want y'all to know this.
The artist
And
would-
done what? And done what, Ralph? Gotten a song?
Yes, yes. Gotten a song that had never been heard.
Well, here's a song that never been heard. Artists are shysters and have no money. There you go. There's a song that's never been sung, and I look for an Alan.
I think I've heard that. I think
as
I've
you-
heard that one before.
Give me a what? I don't even know what that would be. Give me a will challenge roll with a boon because I like that melody.
22.
Whoa.
22. At least 2 or 3 people hear you singing, and so people start coming up to you, and one guy was like, "Oh,
You're an artist.
that was a beautiful song. Are you a singer?" And
No.
he's like a shorter, he's just like a smaller man. Like, I don't even want to say halfling. He just looks like a small man. It's like 3.5 feet tall.
They're gonna
he's
say
a human.
5'11".
He's like, "Are you a singer? Do you sing somewhere in the city?"
No.
That was a beautiful song. I'd love to hear
Give
more.
us another one, Eberin.
I start clapping. Sing, sing, sing.
Everett,
As-
artist didn't even note it.
As Ralph claps and is chanting, "Sing, sing." 2 other people join in, which the crowd that was dissipating starts kind of coagulating over near you guys. And so you have Ralph clapping, "Sing, sing, sing," and like other people cheering it on, and Everett just kind of being backed up by this like crowd of people starting to show up. And that's where we're gonna have to end this episode right here.
Oh man.
I love that.
I love how this just turned around on Ebron.
I rolled that high. I was like, "Oh, sweet! I'm gonna get an alley and get out of there." And Brian's like, "No, no, you're not."
Your success is a curse.
Becoming the very thing that you were singing against.
All right, so let's thank some
Thank
people.
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's time for you to wake up, Charles.
Time to thank some people.
Yes. So the following patrons: Amber Cardwell, Casey Smith, Cheryl Maplefish, Chris Freeland, James Trevor Hurt, Junior McBabyface, Kayla Light, Kevin McDermott, Max Ciccolini, Morning Dew Dice Bags, Tarkin Davis, and Zophar Petty. Thank you guys for your continued support. If you'd like to join the ranks for our patrons, go to patreon.bardsnobles.com. $2 gets you into the Discord server. You can talk to us and other patrons. And we got some other rewards too on some of the other tiers if you want to check them out. But we really just appreciate you guys listening and watching our streams on Twitch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody.
We love you
And
guys.
if you are joining us on our special live brunch with Bards, we will be back shortly. Everyone else, we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.